So, hi, Federal Immigration Services. Today we have Ms. Harshita with us. Ms. Harshita have got the Canada student visa basically after one refusal, and she has completed a Bachelor of Law recently in 2020. And she changed into and yeah, we'll just talk to her and see how her profile is and how she's become a successful. So, hi, Ms. Harshita. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hi, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, ma'am. Thank you. How's it doing today?
I'm fine, sir. Happy New Year.
Wish you the same, ma'am. Thank you very much. And many congratulations to you that you have got the visa after one refusal. So, yeah, can you just
I
through?
received my
Yeah.
visa after two refusals.
Okay, it was after two refusals. I'm sorry for the yeah, mistake. So, can you just talk us through your experience also? And before that, can you talk us through your profile? As I think about explained that you've done Bachelor of Law in 2020, a
Yes,
5 years program, I guess. And then, yeah, can you just talk us through that, ma'am? And then further, what exactly the internships also you did in a Supreme Court, I guess, yeah.
yeah. So I completed my bachelor's of law in 2020. So my degree was supposed to be completed by 2018, but due to several backlogs, I cleared it in 2020. And then yeah, I did a lot of internships during my law degree in Supreme Court in Delhi High Court, and yes, then after that I planned for Canada for further studies in Canada. So I visited a local consultant in Pune. So I told them to suggest me some course which is relevant to my studies, my background, my previous studies. So they told me to to opt for strategic global business management from Conestoga College, which is a 2 year PGDM course.
Yeah.
So firstly, I applied on my first application was filed on 9th January 2021, and out of in my first application, the SOP was made by myself. I made the SOP and I forwarded to the consultant. So I don't think she even looked at my SOP. She just filed my visa, and after 3 months, I got refusal. That is on 8th April 2021. I got refusal. So after that, I visited. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. So, when you applied for the first time, were you in India or were you outside India, ma'am? Where exactly
I
were
was
you?
in India. I was in India only.
Yeah, okay. And I'm sorry to also interrupt. Can you also confirm how many total backlogs did you have?
I have 16 backlogs. I had 16 backlogs. Yeah.
16 backlogs. Okay.
16, and it
Yeah.
was a 2 year extended degree
You took two extra years to complete the
to come.
same with 16 backlogs. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So after first refusal, ma'am, then what happened? Like, did you do some research or did you reapply? Like, what happened?
No, my friends who is in Canada, they suggested me to reapply because they told me that due to COVID, the IRCC officers are rejecting many profiles, so you should reapply. So then I visited a different consultant who is a IRCC licensed member, I guess, yeah, in Canada, who is in Canada. He's a licensed member. So what he did, he told me to forward all the documents to him. I forwarded all my documents, including the previous SOP I made. So this time, this agent he only made my SOP, but he didn't share the SOP made by him. He didn't share me any documents. What is he uploading on the GCG portal? So he applied. So for the second time, applied from Oman, and then I applied on 3rd May 2021, and on 15 June I got second refusal. 15 June 2021.
Okay, so you
So
on in at what visa, ma'am? Like, were you visiting or were you started working? Like,
okay,
you working?
I was on visiting visa. I
You
was
weren't.
visiting my.
Yeah. So you were visiting your family in Oman, and then when you applied, and were you
Yes,
also like, did you complete internship prior to that, or like how was that?
I completed my internship prior to the prior,
Yeah.
prior to my law degree. Yeah.
All right.
During my law degree, I was doing a lot of internship.
All right. So, so after two refusals, ma'am, like, I'm sorry to hear that anyway, but what exactly the steps we have taken? What was going on, like, in your mind at that point of time, ma'am?
Yeah. After the second refusal, I started looking at YouTube videos and I started Google, searching on internet at what a visa officer looks into a applicant's profile. So I got to know about a relevancy of course and SOP. SOP plays a very important role in your profile. And my the SOP I wrote was very vague and so one of your student Bhakti Patel, she recommended me to you. So yeah, she told me to contact you once, and when I received my second refusal, my father called you on the same day, and you told me to apply for GCMS notes. So after that, I applied for the GCMS notes, and after 1 month, I got the notes, and they mentioned about the poor academic, history, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah. So 60
irrelevant.
blocks were the problem. You took some extra amount of time, 2 years
That was the main reason.
complete. There was one area where the concern was. So I think it was
Yeah,
also more about the purpose of visit as well. I think the
yeah,
programs, as per at least my understanding, didn't make sense. So then
yeah.
sort of we
And also they mentioned about my travel history.
okay. Mhm. The travel history was sort of unreasonable, but sometimes they mention anything.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yes.
Okay, so then what happened, ma'am? Then okay, you got the GCMS notes, and then then how you decided on and for which program have you applied later on?
So after that, once I received my GCMS notes, you told me to change the program. I only told you that I want to do HR, human resource management, because I've seen many people who have done their law degree from India and they are doing HRM from HRM course in Canada, and Canada has a good scope of this course, I guess. So yeah, I told you that I want to do human resource management. So you proceeded accordingly. You told me to you applied for human resource management. Firstly, I applied at St. Clair College, but they revoked my offer letter. So again, I applied in Conestoga College because Conestoga is only the college who is accepting too much backlogs, I guess. So I applied in Conestoga. I got the offer letter, and then you started preparing all the. You told me to get get some extra documents like CA report and the
The
CA
other
report and the
yeah.
property things, property documents. So and then you prepared, and this time you prepared my SOP. And I should say the SOP was very well written. Each and every point was precisely mentioned.
Yeah.
And then we applied my visa, my third application on 19th October, I guess. Yeah. And on 24th December, I got PPR.
Oh, that's great. So, can you compare, like, you've seen previous, at least second application and the SOP and other supporting documents, and
Yes.
the third
Yeah.
also. So, what do you think we have done differently in third that you have got the approval on the same profile?
The main thing was SOP, because the in my first application the SOP was very vague. I didn't mention anything in my SOP, and in the second application I didn't know only what the agent is writing, because he didn't share anything to me. Nothing. So and in the third application, which was done by you, the SOP was very well written. Each and every documents were uh, you know. Uh, well it was arranged very uh, in a good manner, and in this time the SOP, each and every point was mentioned very clearly, my future goal and my long term goal, and why I'm going to Canada, and my the job opportunities back in India when the course will be completed, why I want to return back to my home country. Each and everything was very well mentioned. It was a 6-page SOP, I guess. Yeah.
So you have seen like couple of refusals and then you've seen the approval. So you might have learned a lot through the process, like what needs to be done and what not. So, what piece of advice would you like to give to the other applicants, maybe who are sailing through the same boat, or maybe having two refusals, three refusals, and they're thinking like
Yes.
what to do. So, what piece of advice would you like to give to them? What you have learned and what which may have helped you to get the visa?
Yeah, I would like to say that everyone should that you should do your research on your own. We should not fully be dependent on the agent because that is the mistake I made in my first two applications. And also go for GCMS notes whenever you get your first refusal only because it helps you a lot. You get to know each and everything what went wrong in your profile and what you have to improve in your second application or in your third application, and find a good consultant who can help you out. And I've already recommended my younger brother that I've already my younger brother is also planning to go to Canada. So uh, I've told them I've told him to do each and everything through you because you are very genuine.
Appreciate it. And I'm sorry. So many congratulations to you, first of all. I mean, so about 16 backlogs, ma'am. Like, did you have, after learning from the CMS notes that officer had concerns about the 16 backlogs, which I think, it is something a major sort of a problem. So, did you have any apprehensions about like, how officer will get convinced this time because that's something we cannot change now.
Sir, I didn't get you. I can't hear you. Hello.
Yeah. So my question is, ma'am, about the 16 backlogs. So, after learning from GCMS notes that, officer had concerns with the GCMS notes about the 16 backlogs. And when we applied third time or second time when you applied, so were you confident that officer will get convinced with 16 backlogs? Because 16 backlogs is a huge thing and, getting convinced and even you took X amount of time. So, were you hopeful that it would happen, or like what was going through your mind about that?
So I was not hopeful because I already had two backlogs and I can't change my 16 backlogs. So I was very nervous, and but whenever I go through my SOP again, the SOP which was written by you, when I
Yeah.
read it by myself, I was convinced that by reading the SOP, I was convinced by myself that yeah, I think the officer will get to know my point written in the SOP because you very well justified my backlogs, that uh, that what was the reason I got 16 backlogs, and how will I um, go, how will I do a,
Yeah.
how will
How
I
did
you know
you program? Maybe
yeah,
yeah. You're more
yes,
sure or more confident this time and determined
yeah,
maybe.
this time in the future goals, yes. So you justified it very well in my SOP. So yeah, I was nervous, but then I made it. You made it.
Many congratulations to you, ma'am, and to your father as well, who have spoken to me a lot of times. And
Yes.
yeah, we have highest regard for him. And thank you very much, and many congratulations to him also to support you, in this process. And I wish you great luck, ma'am. Thank you very much. I'm so happy that after
All
16
thanks to
battles
you.
and
Yes,
even
yes, sir.
refusals. So that's a great news for us as well. And thank you very much for taking
Thank you.
time and having a chat conversation with me. And I'm so happy. And we wish you great luck in the future. You have good life in Canada. So all
Thank
the
you,
very
sir.
best. In case you need anything else, you can
No,
feel
yeah, yeah,
free.
yes,
And I think now you're getting your visa stamped, from Oman itself. So I hope you'll
yes,
get the visa stamped very, very soon, and then you'll be able to travel, possibly easily. So thank you very much, ma'am. All the very best for your life in Canada. So would you like to say anything before we end this, or yeah, yeah. Otherwise, we'll
yes.
end.
I would recommend every student who is watching this that don't lose hope if you get refusal, because there are students who have received. I've seen your YouTube videos. I've seen people who have got four refusal, five refusal, even six refusal, and they have made it in the end. So I would recommend them to do your research on your own and choose your agent wisely. That's all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That's a great advice. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, sir.
And I wish you great luck, ma'am. Thank you very much. We'll be in touch.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Together. Thank you. Take care.